Good morning. I'm Joey Pasquale.
And I'm CJ Faust, and welcome to the American Network.
This just in. We have just confirmed that the Archduke, Francis Ferdinand, and his wife were both fatally assassinated on their way to Sarajevo. Gavrilo Princip was arrested and taken by police as the shooter of the homicide.
Our researcher said Princip was a Yugoslav who disliked the rule of the Archduke. We obtained live footage from Gavrilo himself. Viewer discretion is advised.
Play the footage. Tragic. Such a senseless act of evil. Now we send it over to Justin Pasquale, who is live on the scene. Justin?
Thank you, Joseph. I've just arrived on the scene, and as you can see behind me, police and others continue to investigate and clean up this crime. With me here is a witness. Sir! I need you, sir. With me here is a witness who saw the fatal tragedy go down. Sir, what do you feel about seeing Archduke Francis Ferdinand and his wife shot dead?
Well, it was a tragic event. You know, we're all pretty deeply saddened, me and many other families around the world. But it started off as such a beautiful day. It happened so suddenly, you know. It was just sad. We all send prayers out to him and his family. So yeah.
Did this murder interrupt the right people?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, it did. I was just getting reps. That's all.
Thank you, sir. That's all we need from you. Thank you, Joe. Now back to the studio.
Next, we will be talking about the new military technology after the break.
You strong.
You loyal.
You's responsible.
You independent.
You can be courageous.
We need you.
We need you.
We need you.
We need you.
We want you for the American Army.
Find the nearest draft and come join the U.S. Army because we want you. Hello and welcome. I am Joey Pasquale, and today I am here to inform you on the new deadly technology that was added to the battlefronts of World War I. First, we are going to start off with the machine guns. Here we have a variety of machine guns. Machine guns could fire nearly 600 or more bullets in 1 minute, killing enemies faster and easier. Machine guns served as wrecking balls on a battlefront. Rather than guns, another weapon had a major impact on the battlefronts of World War I, poisonous gas. Mustard and chlorine gas were deadly as people who came into contact with the toxic gases became blind, were badly burned, or killed. These gases had to be taken very seriously. To combat these gases, soldiers created gas masks to prevent inhaling poisonous fumes. Although some were very ineffective, others were well designed and helped to prevent any damage a soldier could have received. Rather than weaponry you could hold in your hand, submarines and tanks became a dangerous force. Submarines, or U-boats, were able to go underwater and sink enemy boats with torpedoes. Tanks were designed to break through barbed wire barricades and was able to go through no man's land and even went into trenches. Both tanks and U-boats became vicious threats to soldiers in World War I. Lastly, another weapon that became a threat in World War I was the flamethrower. The flamethrower spit fire at long distance. Anything in the way of a flamethrower would get burnt to ash.
Thank you, Joey. Now over to Justin, who is live at Trench Warfare.
Thanks, CJ. I'm Joseph Pasquale here, live in the midst of trench warfare. Follow me. Life in the trenches is often cold, muddy, rat-infested, dirty. Soldiers are dying over here because of disease, or hypothermia, but their bodies are not left for nothing. Other soldiers are using their own soldiers' bodies to protect themselves from enemy fire. It becomes so stinky. Trench warfare is an unuseful tactic of warfare because it often leads to stalemates because soldiers are too afraid to cross no man's land, which is the land between another enemy, and they're too scared to cross it to be killed. Next to me is some real-life soldiers protecting themselves from enemy fire.
Throwing your grenade.
Sir, how is life in the trenches treated you?
Get out of my face! Get out of my face!
Sir,
Get out of my face! Drag out! Incoming!
sir,
Get out of our face!
how is life?
Stop! Stop!
We'll try
Shut
the-
up!
We'll try the other.
Get out of our face! Let's go!
Right here is no man's land. Oh, our soldiers are crossing no man's land, and this man is staying in his trench. Sir, you just stayed in your trench and defeated enemies crossing no man's land. How do you feel?
You know what, Justin? I feel fantastic. We got the W. These guys are dead. All that matters. We won that thing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your thoughts. That's it for Just About Squally at Live Trench Warfare. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Justin. Now over to Todd Gloss, who is live at the Draft of Young Men.
Hi, I'm Todd Gloss, Commissioner of the Draft for Young Men, enabled by the Selective Service Act. If you follow me over here, you can see the men. Number 1 spot, we have Creighton Faust. Number 2, Andrew Albertson. 3, Justin Pasquale. And number 4, Alexander Paul Albertson. And for our draft numbers, we have numbers 1 through 3. Looks like the only real winner we here is number 4. Back to the studio.
Our poor American soldiers are fighting their hardest, being in combat with the tough and cruel enemies of this world. They continue to suffer in these dugout, cold, rat-infested trenches, not being able to move and becoming sick with disease and dying. Our American soldiers can't even move outside their trench without risking their lives. They need our help and our support. They need us to fight with them. With that, they can thrive. Call the number you see below, 1-800-HELP, to donate 50 cents to the Army, especially those in trenches, because they need your help.
Thank you, Todd. Now over to Joey, who is giving a little infomercial on influenza.
Hi, I'm Joey Pasquale and I'm here to talk about influenza. Influenza was a major pandemic during World War I time. It could spread very easily, having some side effects such as vomiting, nausea, headache, fever, and possibly death. 20 to 40 million people died from influenza during the World War I time. Upstairs are a few of the victims suffering from World War I influenza right now. Let's go look. Oh. Here we have a victim just uncontrollably barfing his brains out. So I'm gonna let you be. Let's go. I can't deal with this. Let's go. Sir? Sir? Oh my god. Oh my god. He's dead. Sir. We have to get out of here. Let's go. This is just terrible. This is just terrible. Let's go. Wow. That was a lot to take in today. Right, CJ?
Yes, sir, it was.
Well, I'm Joey Pasquale.
And I'm Creighton Faust.
Stay classy, America.